Yo, what's going on guys, it's Abs here and welcome back to another Gears 5 news update video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about the latest GNASHER update news as of January 16th, 2020. As always, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you're new to this channel for everything Gears of War related, and yeah, let's begin. So the coalition have actually posted an article to explain their investigation of the GNASHER, and as always I'm just gonna give you guys the main bits of information that you really need to know and my thoughts and opinions as well. So the article starts with the following. In the weeks following the launch of Operation 2, we noticed an increase in reports of the GNASHER not behaving like it should and generally feeling worse than pre-Title Update 3. We felt it too. The team undertook a rigorous investigation to identify any potential issues. The process took time as the GNASHER is a complex beast that relies on a lot of different systems to feel right. After our investigation, we've identified 3 different issues. One that we believe is the root cause, a second bug impacting mouse users, and a third issue that, while rare, is something we're able to address thanks to our in-depth investigation. Okay, seems interesting. Let's see what else they've got to say. So they go on to talk about each of the 3 problems in more detail. So firstly is the root cause, which is the GNASHER magnetism calculations. From the very first Gears, close range bullet magnetism has been essential for the GNASHER to feel as good as you'd expect, as you bounce or strafe around your way around opponents while hip firing in a third person camera. Magnetism does this by bringing pellets a little closer to the centre of mass in circumstances where it may look like in third person perspective your opponent is closer to your shot than they actually are. Given the GNASHER operates on a pellet by pellet basis, every single pellet that misses makes a difference. Magnetism helps ensure an intuitive GNASHER. When one pellet sails under an arm or leg, even though you had perfect aim on centre of mass, magnetism is there to minimise that chance of happening. Our investigation has discovered a knock-on issue from a Title Update 3 change in how the allowed range of magnetism was calculated. Rather than calculating that distance from the GNASHER's barrel, it was coming from the camera. Right, okay, starting to make more sense now. This minor difference in distance means you'd have to be almost on top of your opponent to benefit from pellet magnetism, resulting in a less consistent feeling GNASHER. We believe this is the root cause of most of the issues since Title Update 3, and we'll be deploying a fix via a live update to address it directly. Testing is still being finalised on this live update, does not require a title update and is separate to Title Update 4. Our current hope is to release this next week, potentially alongside Title Update 4, subject to final testing of the changes being successful. We'll provide a confirmed final date as soon as that process completes, but we wanted to let you know about this key update to the investigation as soon as we had it. Initial play tests are promising, but as always we will be watching and playing to ensure this brings the GNASHER back to where it was. Right, okay, so this is, really in-depth stuff here. In terms of how the range of magnetism was calculated, it wasn't actually coming from the GNASHER's barrel, it was actually coming from the camera itself, obviously due to the calculation problems and the calculations being incorrect. That's why the GNASHER weren't as consistent and obviously leading to more deaths or, losing more GNASHER gunfights, just GNASHER being inconsistent in general. But I'm glad that they've actually talked about this in detail, and the fact that this update is a live update and will be coming pretty much next week. We don't have an exact date, but potentially alongside Title Update 4 would mean next week. So, it is good to see because GNASHER is one of the biggest problems in Gears 5 right now. But anyway, let's see what the mouse specific issue is. It says hip fire magnetism. We've also fixed a bug impacting players using a mouse that eliminated bullet magnetism completely when hip firing the GNASHER. This means mouse users were not getting the benefit of the currently minimal magnetism range window for the GNASHER that was impacting everybody, which simply exacerbated the issue when using a mouse. We apologise that we were unable to fix this sooner. This issue requires a code change, but the good news is a fix is coming in Title Update 4, coming the week of January 20th. So that basically confirms Title Update 4 is next week, and these changes most likely will come next week. But yeah, that's an issue there for PC players. Obviously, I didn't really know about this issue because I was just playing console, but I'm glad that they've actually gone and fixed this as well. And the third problem is weapon switching impacting your shot. This is a rare frequency apparently. So this is talking about GNASHER shot seemingly ghosting through an entire enemy, something the magnetism nor latency accounted for. So the article goes on to talk about the following. Our gameplay team scrutinized the details, and as we went down the investigation rabbit hole, discovered a new, rarely hit occurrence that we have now identified a fix for. Occurring since Gears of War 4, damn, we have discovered that players can sometimes fire 4 frames. Yes, only 4 frames, earlier than intended after a weapon switch animation. If a player fires in this window, their GNASHER is not in the expected firing position it's designed to be in, instead firing roughly from their left shoulder where the end of the barrel is during the animation. So as you can see on the screen, this video is from Reddit and it was posted by I'm That Brown Guy, so I just want to give credit to him. But as you can see on the video, the pellets from the player's GNASHER travelled from their left shoulder and spread to the middle of the screen where they were aiming. From that position, essentially travelling at an angle where the pellets had no target between them and the ground. From the user's perspective, it looks like a perfectly aligned GNASHER shot, especially from the spread. However, due to the 4 frame window allowing an earlier than intended shot during the animation, the angle those pellets came in on is entirely different based on where the barrel is. So basically, you weren't supposed to shoot at that point because you're still switching weapons, so it was in that 4 frame window, so it was earlier than intended. You shouldn't have been able to shoot that shot, and this is a rare frequency apparently. So while we expect this occurs very rarely relative to the other issues, it's an opportunity to improve the GNASHER consistency further. We'll be fixing this in our next tile update following tile update 4, potentially via a hotfix tile update. So this problem in particular won't be fixed anytime soon, I don't think. Not next week anyway. Let's just say within a few weeks, maybe a month, we don't know. So finally, they just go on to state a few other things. On top of these fixes, which we believe should restore the GNASHER to feeling just as good as its pre-tile update 3 state and then some, we're also looking at further improvements to the GNASHER mechanics as we continue to ensure this is the best GNASHER in Gears to date. We have some incoming animation tweaks to reduce instances of some shots hitting cover when shooting during cover slips, and we are looking to deploy even more updates that will impact the consistency of GNASHER play over the coming months. We'll give you all the details as we get them. Finally, we want to give a massive thank you for all the feedback and comments sent to us about the GNASHER, especially those that were accompanied with videos. Videos from the community have been integral to helping us narrow our investigation parameters, even to the point of uncovering those very small details that can have an impact, like the weapon switch frames. If you feel something off, video can make all the difference. We appreciate your patience as we conducted thorough an investigation as we could, and as always we'll be listening to see how you feel about these latest improvements. So overall, I am pleased that they've gone on to actually fix the GNASHER and tried their best and done this investigation, and they will keep fixing the GNASHER in the coming months until it's as best as it can be. Obviously the GNASHER is never going to be perfect. It's always had its problems in every Gears. So yeah, we'll see how close we can get to perfection. But yeah guys, that is the latest updates and news in regards to Gears 5 at the moment. If you did find this video informative, then be sure to drop a like and comment down below what you think of these GNASHER changes, and subscribe if you're new to this channel, and I will catch you guys on the next one.